Hey guys, so here's a pick'em recap of weeks 9, 10, and 11. Then we'll look at overall scores, and then we'll get to a preview of the form for week 12. So this is the last week I still did it. Matt Vick got a perfect score, the first one of the year, I believe. Congratulations. Um, Billy, your score's not shown here, but I did include it. That's when I kind of messed the links up, and it's still submitted to week 8. You got 3 points, I believe. So, yeah, just don't be afraid that yours isn't here. Including Billy, who picked me. 5 out of 8 people still picked Basham. You should be ashamed of yourself, but I guess this is when Basham was still good, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, other than that, Matt Bay, perfect score. Bingo. Basham and Mike tried to cheat. Basham put Doug Martin, who was hurt, and wanted just Danny Woodhead's points. Mike put Welker. I believe that's the week Welker was on bye. But karmatically, Rogers got hurt that week. So even if I scored you two's things fairly, like you intended them to be, you still didn't get the points. Katko's the only one. I think he got 17 between Jackson and Bo. He got 1 point. So you'll see that reflected in the score. Matt Vick got the 5 points for the regular 5, and then a bonus for getting them all right. So yeah, there you go. Let's move on. Here is week 10. This is the first week Jay did it. Just a quick shout out to Jay. Thanks for filling in 2 weeks. I think you did a pretty good job. And yeah, matchup of the week. Everyone got it right. That was an easy one to pick in hindsight. If I would have picked myself over Jay plus 30, I would have had a perfect score this week, but I did not. Matt Bay, though, did have a perfect score. And yeah, you'll see that reflected. He got 6 points again. So he got the first 2 of the season in back-to-back weeks. And yeah, Jay, this was a really confusing question, though. More teams greater than, at 500, or less than 500. For the exact reason that is what happened, I guess. I don't know how to word it properly, but 4 teams finished at 500 and 4 finished below 500. So 2 of the options were right. So I gave them both a point. That's all I could think of to do. I guess that's how you intended it to be. If you picked over, that was really improbable, I think, if I recall correctly. So I don't know why you did that, but you were probably confused by the question too. So yeah, that's week 10. Moving on, week 11. Thanks everyone for recognizing that my team's better than Billy's. Tony didn't need the spread. He beat Matt Bay straight up. The people who wanted a Chiefs upset did not get it. And all you people who love Pitt were penalized thanks to this question. So I'm glad Jay made it because it gave me a nice little boost. So yeah. Basham was a Catco doubter this week, but so he didn't get that point. Basham's really been struggling. We'll see when we get to the overall score. No one got the bonus, and I got a perfect score even though Jay added an extra question. So that really helped me out this week. I got over 3. I got 3 points more than the next highest person. So that's a plus. Here's the overalls. I jump ahead of Basham because I've had more points than him in the last 4 weeks. He has 2, 1, 3, and 3 since week 8. That's pretty sad. His pick'em is going about as good as his team is recently. Mad Bay got really close, so it's a 3-person race, and then we have 3 more people in the low 30s who could come back and make it a surprise. Nick Clark, if you fill out 3 of the last 4, you get that center square in the bingo board if you care. It might help you get something. I don't really know, but just a heads up. Here's week 12. I picked Jay and Billy as the matchup of the week. Catco and Matt Bay were also a good choice, but this one has more playoff implications, so that should be a good game. Here's the spread. I wanted to make it lower, but because I think Nick has a better chance than needing 20 more points. But I thought a lot of you would pick me still, so I tried to even that out. Texans-Jaguars I ended up picking because I think it's interesting, the spread. That's what it actually is in real life. There were closer ones like Indy, Arizona, and St. Louis, Chicago I was interested in, but this one I'm curious to see what people pick. NCAA I'm tired of LSU and Texas A&M, so that's what we got. And this last one's my favorite question. So good luck.